Hi everyone, this is me, Passion Tim. I just need to react to this video that Piggy made. It's just a short excerpt of um, Chantal being visibly annoyed with Peetz, and we're gonna play this through, and then I'm gonna give you my sense on it.
Have a better life with someone else. He literally has like nothing. He has nothing. Even like iPad, he's a literal danger to people. Like he stabbed people. How they didn't. I didn't have the fan on. Is there something in the oven?
Yeah, I suspect it probably was the sauce. Because like I said, there was smoke coming out of it, so probably some of it was drifting over there.
Oh, you don't want any of this for you.
Yeah, that smoke alarm is fucking stupid. Like it is really overly sensitive.
No, you can do that on his channel, Tanya. You don't like Peetz to chill anymore. I'm a married woman. No, I'm not uncomfortable.
Let me just say this. Chantal, you have a very huge awakening coming to you very soon. An awakening that's going to put you in the ground, put you to the ground, have you on your knees, crying, and at your breaking point. I like to tell people not to forget where you came from and not to put all your eggs in one basket. And clearly you've decided to dump every single egg into this Salah Kuwait arc. My personal opinions about the whole Kuwait marriage arc, because I've been itching to say something, it is a cringe fest from hell. The whole relationship screams cringeology, okay? Number one, Chantal has gained astronomical amount of weight. Every video that they do together, they're stuffing their faces with shawarma wraps and balsamic rice and chicken skewers and chicken shawarma and whatever the fuck you eat in Kuwait. Eating Burger King and guzzling down Pepsis or mango drinks. This relationship is an enabling relationship for her addiction. Salah's not going to push her to lose any weight because his motives are not for Chantal's best interest. I do believe that his friend said it precisely correct, his ex-best friend, that he's in it for the passport. I truly believe he's in it for the passport and his hopes of being one day a Canadian citizen. I do not believe they're married. I'm tired of hearing that they're married. I think it's something that he's saying to her because she has hopes that they will get married, so he can come to Canada. The relationship screams cringe. I don't sense any sort of love or adoration from him exuding to her. It is very awkward at times. Their relationship does not, there's no even warmth that comes from him. It's just awkwardness. It's like watching a mother who has reunited with her long lost son, okay, bonding over plates of food, okay? Like, this relationship, Chantal, it's a farce, okay? It is a farce. It is plagiarism at its best. And you're ready to give up your apartment, your cats, and any sort of dignity or self-respect that you have, and a close dear friend of yours who have been with you for thick and thin, Peetz. Now, I agree Peetz needs to form a bit of a level of independence, but your attitude and behavior since you've gotten back from Kuwait is utterly disgusting, and you, my dear, need to be brought down a notch. Your attitude and conduct does not reflect the standards of the Muslim community, and I am just quite shocked that you continue walking around in that hijab, knowing that you are not holding up those standards of excellence that the women who practice the Muslim religion, who are actually raised in the Muslim religion, standards are being held at. You are a damn shame. You are a damn farce. And as those pimples do pop on your face and redden, I hope your situation with Salah pops and implodes and explodes. And I will be there for the juicy bits, okay? You're disgusting in every sense of the word. I understand that Peetz needs his independence. However, the way you are going about it and showing your audience that he means absolutely nothing to you because you are now, quote unquote, with a man, it just shows that you lack any sort of self-identity. Once you get in a relationship, you are no longer a person. Your identity relies in the hand of the man that you're with. And we have history of that with Natter. We have history of that now concurrently with Sala. When will you learn that truly loving yourself is not within the arms of a man, but in looking at yourself in the mirror and embracing your flaws and all, and learning to love yourself and changing those bad habits and bad characteristics that you have? I just can't believe you want to claim a religion and uphold these practices that you're not fully grasping the concept of. It's full-fledged hypocrisy if you ask me. This is a theatrical performance. This is like a game to you.
But yeah, like Peetz, this is the necklace my grandma gave me. Peetz and I are obviously moving on with our lives. Like, he's gonna get a life of his own and do his own thing, and I'm gonna do my own thing. Whenever I was single, it was, who cares? Like, it's normal in Canada to live with a man. I wasn't Muslim, and I'm married now. All Peetz has. But Vance Beezer, that's not my fault. That's not my problem. He doesn't want to meet people, so what am I supposed to do? Live my life?
Excuse me. It's not your problem. Whose name is the apartment under, Chantal? I mean, you're in so much debt, you couldn't even get an apartment. Who is providing you a roof over their head with their name? Who did you put in a ton of debt, credit card debt? Who have you destroyed credit? Peetz. Okay? You owe that man a lot. I'm not saying that he does not need to be responsible and self-sufficient, but the way you're just like talking and treating him to your viewers is absolutely disgusting. And I feel some type of way about that because it feels like you almost used him to the end. And now that you don't need him and he no longer serves your purpose, and to appease your minuscule husband in Kuwait, you're willing to drop him by the wayside to pursue this love fantasy, this Love Island fantasy shit that is just absolutely cringe. I mean, Love Island and Love is Blind has more chemistry and more energy radiating from the camera through the footage than you and Sala. I mean, what the fuck do you think you're doing?
Someone else, right? I'm not responsible for other people's lives. That's not her fault. Exactly, Trixie. I just can't imagine. I can just imagine how you feel. Well, I'm learning to not let myself be guilty over someone being responsible for someone else's happiness. You know, that's not my job. So, I mean, he's had 3 months also to do things for himself, and, you know, like, I don't know what to say. Like, it's not really my problem. You know, I have my own life to worry about, so it's true. It seems harsh, but it's true. Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, he has to take control of his own life.
This filter perfectly suits the rottenness that is inside Chantal's soul. If there was anything that could depict the rottenness that is in her soul, it is this filter. Thank you so much, Piggy, for that.
Make himself happy. It has nothing to do with me being a crappy friend. It's just like Muslim women are not friends with men. It's just not a thing. So Sala is it's not my responsibility. He was so constantly about getting sorted, and he just sat back and did nothing. Yeah, and I know people are depressed, but I'm not like throwing him under the bus or anything. I'm just saying, like, I get a lot of crap for being responsible and so mean to him. Like, it's not, like, at 40, like, you need to handle your own life, and I have to handle my own life. We've helped each other for years. It's time to move on. Exactly, Tracy. Like, I'm married now, you know? Like, that's just basically what it is. I want family around me. I want Sala. I want us to be happy together. So I just hate the guilt people throw at her for Peetz. He wants someone to look after him, and she's not his mother. He has to figure himself out. Like, I can't be responsible for people's happiness, for their life, or whatever, you know? I know depression can be debilitating, but what's the alternative? Laying down and dying? Like, you have to move on. You have to try. Or you have to at least, you're responsible for your own mental health. You know, I don't sit here and cry like, you know, I still try.
Bitch, excuse my language, but you was just crying that you and Salah had an argument, which is the first red flag, and that he didn't love you anymore. So if someone's quickly easy to say they don't love you anymore over an argument, over a disagreement, that's a red flag. Red flag 1. No, there's been multiple red flags, so this is like the blatant red flag that has been put online, okay? So there you go. And you're not responsible for Peetz's mental health, but you feel the need to trauma dump on your audience on a day-to-day basis, lie, gaslight your audience, and use your audience as a therapy session when we're not therapists. None of your VIBsers, none of your Bzers are therapists, clinical educated therapists, but yet you feel the need to vent to your viewers instead of actually going to see a therapist and getting properly diagnosed. Okay, so you're a hypocrite in that fashion. So shut the fuck up and proceed with your holier than thou mantra.
Do things for myself. Feel like you don't have a choice. Like, I know he would be content just living with me and the cats forever. But like, I'm not happy with that. Like, I'm happy with Salah. I'm married. I'm totally different now. I think he's just hates life. Like, he's just depressed and hates life. And you know, like, I'll say things like, yeah, like,
if you know your friend is depressed and hates life, why would you then go and say shit like this? Don't you think that would push them over the edge even more, especially when you're that person's, like, only friend? Sorry for the coughing. Wouldn't you think that would push that person over the breaking point, saying the shit that you're saying? You're very insensitive about other people's feelings and very self-absorbed and a narcissist. If the world isn't orbiting around Chantel's son, then who cares about that person and their feelings? I'm with a man now, so it's the same attitude that you took with Natter. And look how that turned out. I cannot wait for this to blow up in your face. And I'm going to laugh so hard when it does. Because I'm going to be like, I told you so. When you're drained and penniless and you're huger than you were before. Okay? I told you so. And there's only going to be so long before people are tired of watching this Kuwait arc. Because there's only so much you guys will do in Canada. In Kuwait, because you've gained so much weight. Like, there's only so many places you're going to be able to walk and eat at, because we've seen pretty much everything there is to see with the very little footage of Kuwait going to the bloody zoo 1,000,000 times, because, I mean, what else is there to take you at while you're dressed in a bedrobe, shower curtain? Continue doing that. I'm just looking forward to it, because you're just digging yourself a deeper hole, and I'm watching you, and you're not going to be able to crawl out of that hole. So keep on digging, Chantel. Keep on digging your funeral.
Don't forget, I wanted my own place long before Salah. Hi, sweet vintage Zoe. Yeah, I'm married.
You wanted your own place because you wanted Natter to come live with you. That was your agenda, and that didn't go to plan. That didn't go your way. So you wanted to live by yourself only when there was a man in the picture.
You shouldn't have to explain, it's common sense. We should even know this too. You have to live your life, especially because you're married and moving across the country. Yeah. And people would just like brush it off as like, well, you're dropping everything here for some D. It's not about D. It's like my husband. He's like my family now. He's my life. Like, you know? So, are you getting us all tickets? You have to live your life especially. Oh, yeah. Are you getting us? Did Peetz at least save some money? You have been talking about it. I won't talk about his like financials and things, but I'm gonna let you look at Sam while I get the food, okay? Oh, you! You're a fat chubby, you. I am so fat and chubby. Poutine and hot chicken, which is a sauce with potatoes and cheese. Yum. Beauty bite. Oh, someone else joined? For the chicken, I just used... Oh, this is just gravy. Voila. Will you take me on a date, honey? You know? Did you like it?
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
First started channel some commentary video.
Bake these slowly so the potatoes got cold before I can finish them. And I don't know, cold potatoes just, you know?
Yeah. For sure. This community of venom seems completely horrible to me. I'll never understand for what. How do they sleep? I don't know. In a Motel 6. Beside a big heaping ashtray of cigarette butts. That's all they do. You can just leave it. Just a Kleenex.
Wait for me to leave?
I was waiting for you to finish turning on the using the water. Okay, I'm gonna go.
You're so fake as fuck. Seeing your facial expression made me want to reach into the camera and grab that fat face of yours and just squeeze it in between my two hands, just my two palms, and just squish it together. How dare you treat a longtime friend / ex-partner like he's garbage because a crummy man from Kuwait whose only objective is to get a passport, okay? Whose only objective is to suit his own ulterior motives. How dare you treat your longtime friend like crap over a man? It pisses me off. It enrages me, Chantal. The audacity. Your smug little face. Changing your dress, changing your religion without doing research on the religion to appease a man is utterly pathetic. Have we lost our minds in 2023? Or is it just this woman? Has the Pepsi eroded any common sense remaining in that brain? Have you not learned from the last mistake? The last incident? And then her chat just constantly enabling, giving their little sad, pathetic stories about their relationships like anyone gives a hoot, holler, and a damn about it. I don't care about your pathetic relationship, chat. She doesn't care either. You're just a complete lack of regard for your own damn friend, Chantal. When you hit rock bottom, when you hit the rocks, the jagged stones, and your feet are bare, and you are down to the last dime, you're gonna look around, you're gonna be all alone, and you're gonna look back at your attitude, your behavior, your nastiness that evades, that seeps through this camera into my atmosphere. And you're going to look back and say, what did I do? You're going to reach out to those people that you stomped on, that you disrespected, and they're not going to be nowhere near you where you need them. You think it's so hard for you to be there for Peetz when he's having a mental crisis? Well, when you have yours, when you have the tipping point because this relationship does not go according to plan because I believe in karma, no one will be there for you because people have been telling you for a while now to get help, seek therapy. You refused. So now the reaping time is upon us. You're just disgusting. Your behavior, your conduct, you as an individual is disgusting. And for you to to claim to be Muslim and to walk around with the hijab, knowing the agony and the oppression those women experience because you want to fulfill a sexual fantasy with your partner, because you like to be submissive and him to be the dominant guy, that's completely misuse of the Muslim culture, of the Muslim faith, of the hijab. You think you're honoring the culture? You're actually mocking them. You're fetishizing this entire time. All Chantal has done is fetishize a particular culture and a group of men. And I'm not surprised she went this length to make her point, because this is just a fetish for her. God, the community of people just don't seem to get it. Her community, her viewers, her chat members. Wow, this is one big fetish for her. But when it comes crashing down and you're not able to swim, and you drown in those deep, murky depths of your own self-hatred and self-loathing because you did not take the time to work on your issues, so be it. So be it, Chantal.
Oh, I want to call Salah.
That's all I have to say. I raged a little bit, but my goodness, it's disgusting. Absolutely, sorely disgusting. I am disgusted. Quite frankly, I cannot do this. Salah, there's something about the man that does not sit right with me. Something about him gives me pause. And I would even like to say he's a little more dangerous than Nader, because Nader comes straight out and says the things that he does. But Salah has cloaked his up with love and warmth and acceptance and feeding into her addiction, and it's scary for sure. Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. Please like, share, and follow. I will try to keep doing videos. Like I said, I'm busy, and I had to react to this, and I'm trying to stay out of the Chantal world, but I saw this video by Piggy, and thank you so much, Piggy, for this video, because I cannot sit and watch the whole entire her nonsense. It would just bug me. So thank you so much. Make sure you guys go check out Piggy's video. I will link her in the description box. You know, if I forget, please remind me. I'll do that in the comment section below. Anyway, guys, have a good night. Bye-bye.